Okay, I thought I'd make a quick video on my reaction to, I believe it's Wednesday's verdict in the Jodi Arias trial. Now, I've been following this trial for months, and it seems like forever, because with how long it's gone on. But anyway, back to the point. Um, Concerning the verdict in this trial, I believe that the jury got this trial right. Because, I mean, there's no other way you could put this trial, especially with what she did to Travis Alexander back in 2008. I believe that's when it was. But you know, the length that she went to be hidden while she was in the state of Arizona was just, I don't even know exactly how to word this, but the best way I could is she went to extensive lengths to remain hidden in the state of Arizona, renting a car instead of driving her grandparents or whoever she was living with, or borrowing a car from her parents, because those cars could be easily traced back to her name. Not necessarily Jodi Arias herself, but the Arias family. And who knows, she probably rented a car in under an alias. I'm not exactly sure how that works out in California, Arizona, stuff like that. But that's a possibility. Staged a burglary at her grandfather's house to steal a .25 caliber gun. The three gas cans, the two borrowed and the one that she said she returned to Walmart, even though there was no record of it. Turning her cell phone off before crossing the state line into Arizona, as well as taking the front license plate off and reversing the back one so it'd be unnoticeable. Showing up at Travis's house at 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, what more evidence of premeditation do you need? And I believe that Juan Martinez did probably the best job that anyone could have done by proving that premeditation. I mean, he handled this case phenomenally, and honestly, he is probably one of the best prosecutors I've ever witnessed. Um, he's, I mean, I don't even know exactly how to put it into words. He's so great. And the defense, I mean, I understand that the defense did what they could with what they had. Their case was built on lies. And, I mean, I don't blame the defense in any way. I mean, they did, like I said, they did the best that they could, but honestly, Kirk Nermy just bored the living hell out of everybody. I'm sure including the jury, because it took him probably 5 years to get a question finished. And not to mention, it was just sickening watching his closing arguments. And then Jennifer Wilmot, I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a great attorney, but she just comes off as a little bitchy, in my opinion. But the jury was presented the facts by Juan Martinez, and they came back with the right verdict. Now all we had to do was wait for the aggravation phase, which I know Juan Martinez will be able to prove the cruelty factor, because, I mean, the defense is going to have to go, they're going to have to contradict their Sir rebuttal case by saying Travis Alexander didn't suffer, when in their Sir rebuttal case they were trying to prove that the gunshot wound to the head would not have immediately incapacitated Travis Alexander. I mean, it's just too difficult for the defense. And the nerve, I mean the nerve that Jodi Arias had to give an interview, not even 20 minutes after her guilty verdict, and to still talk shit about Travis Alexander, his family, Juan Martinez, and then go back on what she testified on about her mother always abusing her, and in this interview calling her a saint, that she doesn't deserve her. She's begging for death, and I believe that the jury should come back with a death penalty ruling. Give her what she deserves. There's no two ways about it. She killed Travis Alexander 3 times over. She stabbed him 29 times in the back and in the chest. She slit his throat ear to ear. And then she shot him in the head. If that isn't enough to sentence her to death and give her what she wants, then I don't know exactly what to say. Either way, life in prison without parole. I mean, yeah, that's a win for the prosecution. That's a win for the people against Jodi Arias. A win for the Alexander family, and a win for everyone that's been following this case in America. But I personally believe that Jodi Arias deserves to die. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.